Jinks, and I am going to show you some more rudimental and more like drum corps stuff, more oriented drum corps stuff, because the drum corps season has started already. Some summer winter camps actually have started up already, and as far as the rudimental stuff that I showed you last time in the Percussive Arts Society rudiment sheets that hopefully lots of you have downloaded and showed to some of your friends, and hopefully some of you guys took those to your winter camps and show those to some of your buddies and pass them around. Those are widely used in drum corps still. So as far as all the technique that I've been showing you and all that stuff, drum corps is based on rudiments and technique. Okay, so mostly technique as far as drum corps snare drumming is pretty much the same from line to line. Everybody has their styles, and every instructor has his way of how he wants to teach his line, but for the most part, everybody's holding on to sticks, playing into the surface. And as I said, I'd like you to play, imagine the surface being an inch lower than it actually is, so you get a nice, good quality of sound. And in order to do that, you have to hold on to the sticks, playing down in. And if you're not holding on, you're not going to be able to play into the surface. Okay, so for your single strokes, you got to hold on, keeping the sticks against your hand. All your fingers are wrapped around the sticks. And for your diddles, you have your controlling the rebound, and got one bracelet off there, and controlling the rebound, and triples, more controlling the rebound. Turn, turn, turn. Make sure you're turning everything really well. Okay? One of the exercises I wanted to show you is about threes. It's called bow, bow, bow. One for threes, because the word bow, 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 there's three of them. And a funny story, which I'm not going to tell you. So, the first section is in 4/4, second section is in 3/4, last two are in 2/4. Okay, so the first starts out 1 E and 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1. Okay, then you just repeat that. Every section is played twice on each hand. 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1. Okay, the second section is then you're just taking off one of the 1 E ands. Okay, same thing. 1 E and 2 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E up, E and 2 E up, E and 1. Okay, the last section, take off another one. 1 E and 2 E, 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 1. And the last section just starts with 2 notes, the only one that starts with 2. 1 E up, E and 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 1. Okay, so then the whole thing. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1 E and 3 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E up, E and 1 E and 2 E up, 1 E and 2 E up, E and 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 1 E and 2 and 2E, R1E and 2E, R1E and 2E, R1E and 2E, 1E up, and the 1E up, 1E up, exercise to isolate your threes, warm up your threes. Usually you're just doing doubles the whole time. A million exercises for diddles, not that many out there for threes. So I decided, why not make one up for threes? Okay, and after I get that one flying, I like to play just hand-to-hand threes and twos back and forth. Okay, it makes it kind of fun and loose and so forth and so on. Okay, so that one's kind of cool. Another thing I wanted to show you as far as singles are going, doing tap exercises, playing more taps than accents. Okay. Alright, just as something different. Most accent tap exercises have more accents than taps. Well, why not go the other way and play more taps than accents? Because usually the problem is not the accents, it's the taps. The taps are all out of whack because you got all these accents all over the place. And it's not controlling the accents, it's controlling the taps after the accents. So, because you have all these, it's the height, getting the height to stay down after the accent. Well, yeah, of course, but, and that goes back to, the back of the stick staying up when you come down after your accent. Well, guess what? If you pop your wrist up and squeeze the back of the stick up to keep the front of the stick down, like your technique should be working properly, you won't have that problem. Okay? So, think about your technique as you're playing. Don't go, well, how do I keep the front of the stick from bouncing back up on this bulletproof head that's got all this rebound to it when I hit it really hard? If you just pop that up, pop your wrist, and squeeze with your fingers, it'll do that. Over here, if you turn with your wrist, if the back of your hand right back here, that comes up, the tip of the stick doesn't have a choice. It's going to stay down. So all your taps are gonna do that. Okay. So don't worry about that. Okay. But still, you can play exercises like that. Okay. And all this does is just called taps because that's what I wanted the line or the student that I wrote this for to concentrate on was the taps. Okay. All right. So that's it for that one. And as far as the rudiment sheets are concerned, just make sure you maximize all of them. By this time you should have played the whole rudiment sheet. It's like you downloaded that thing, it's like, wow, look at all these rudiments. I'm going to just blast through this whole sheet, front and back. Okay? Even if you weren't able to fully play everyone, all 40 of those rudiments, and the extra singles that I gave you, the 2, 3, and the 5 and 6 that I added there, even if you weren't able to max all those out, still you should have been able to at least scratch the surface of all. Okay? Now the single stroke 4 and single stroke 7, Santa Clara Vanguard had a really cool exercise. I think Fred Sanford might have wrote it. If not, Float wrote it. Okay, really cool exercise. Very versatile. Not broke one doesn't fix. Not broke, don't fix it type of things. They had variations to it where they played it all forte, all mezzo piano, pianissimo. They did crescendos up and down, through the whole thing, and it really worked. It started, you know, both rudiments with the right and the left, and it was a really great exercise. Okay. Something else I wanted to show you was another thing. I'm not sure who invented it. Maybe it was Float or somebody else. But a guy I used to march with, he marched with 88 Blue Devils. Little short guy on the end of the snare line. His name was Greg Seco. He came back with I don't know what it might have been called, but we just called it one anda for 16th notes and one anda for the triplets, where you took this accent and moved it over one on every bar. So for the 16th notes, first bar, all the accents were on downbeat on the right hand, 1 anda, 2 anda, 3 anda, 4 anda. Second bar was on the left on all the E's, 1 E anda, 2 E anda, 3 E anda, 4 E anda. Third bar on the ands on the right, 1 E anda, 2 E anda, 3 E anda, 4 E anda. Fourth bar on the lefts on the U's, 1 E anda, 2 E anda, 3 E anda, 4 E anda, 1. So it sounded like this: 1 E anda, 2 E anda, 3 E anda, 4 E anda, E anda, 4 E anda, anda, 2 E anda, 3 E anda, 4 E anda, 1. Okay? Then you would play the same thing in 2/4. 1 E anda, 2 E anda, 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 1. And you would play it twice, because it's half as long. 1 E anda, 2 E anda, 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 2 E anda, 2 E anda, 1 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 E anda, 2 E anda, Okay, then you would have just one beat of each one, and you would play that 4 times. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and a 1. Okay? Got it? Alright, so let's play the whole thing. 2, 3, and 4. 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E, So, now you ponder that, and I think I'm going to dive out here because I see my clock ticking down, and make sure this video gets on there. So, I'll explain this one in another video a little bit further, and I'll do the triplet one for you as well, okay? So, till next time, keep drumming.